I'm going to show you how to use Paper by 53. This is the app, the second one down on the left hand side. Now I'm signed in with my Google account, and it'll start you out with a notebook that they already have that says Learn Paper. Actually, this is a good way to kind of get ideas, so you can click through and take a look at the different notes that they have about this if you want to learn how to do some of the things. I'll kind of run through some of these options. So when you do want a new grid, these are called grids, you press the plus button. I recommend doing, if you're doing it for classroom notes, maybe make a different grid for each unit, or maybe make a different grid for each class that you have. So I'll just select new grid. And then when you're ready, well, I'm going to click Untitled, and you can rename it. I don't know what I'm going to rename it yet, so I'll keep that. But I'm going to press that little squiggle at the bottom, and then I'll get a blank page. And I just recommend playing around with the different tools. So you have your calligraphy pen, you have a pencil, and it is touch sensitive, so I can sketch really lightly, or I can sketch a lot darker. With your Apple Pencil, if you hold it at an angle, you can get like a thicker line that way. With the marker, let me hold it at an angle. I can hold it at an angle to get a different thickness. So it actually is kind of like using a marker, because you don't really have an option to change the thickness any other way. So I have my thick marker, and then I have my thin marker. And holding it at an angle for this one doesn't make that much of a difference. And then sometimes I really do like to use this watercolor. It gives it a different kind of a texture. And the scissors, what I like about the scissors is you can draw around something and you can move it around the page. And if you really don't like it, you can take that and you can flick it off the page, and then it disappears. So this is a quick and easy way to get rid of things. I'm going to circle it, flick it off. If you ever lose your toolbar, just swipe up from the bottom. And this paint can, I don't use it very much, but it's a quick way to fill and paint something. So it's kind of like a fill tool. But my favorite, and to undo, is this little, it's kind of like this back arrow. It's kind of like a rewind button. That'll take it away. My favorite tool is the ruler, because, let's get a different color, it auto-corrects your lines. So I can make straight lines. I mean, if you do it kind of close, it'll auto-correct it. This is great for math. I can make circles, ovals, triangles, rectangles. And these are all containers that you can move around. If you're still in the ruler app, I can hold it down and I can move this around. I can even have words written in here, or a picture, but I can have some notes in this container, and I can move it around to different location. Let's see if I can get an arrow. So if, I don't know if you see that little blue arrow, if you catch it quick enough, you can, I think from a shape to a shape, if you draw a line, you get those little arrows, and I can tap and I can automatically have an arrow ending on one of my lines. So play around with all the different tools. It's a really easy, fun app to use, especially if you have the Apple Pencil. Now, don't worry about this Paper 53. They have their own pencil, but if you're using an Apple Pencil, you're not going to need to pair anything, so you can kind of ignore that. So I hope you have fun with this app. If you have any questions, let me know.